The question is not why, but how. Why is an internal thing. It's your purpose. Nobody can decide your why. But the how's related to a strategy. The how is a step-by-step process. The how I can show you. I can tell you why you need to do things. Purpose is deeply related to who you are as an individual, based on what happened to you growing up, based on the impact that you want to do, based on your soul, based on your desires, your needs, your values, the combination of all those things that come together like a beautiful flower. What fulfills you deep down inside is very different than what fulfills somebody else deep down inside. It's an extremely powerful thing when you start thinking about your purpose. That's why I wrote the book, High Energy Purpose. I want to encourage you in this coming year to set your goals. Set strong, smart, specific, attainable goals, goals that will help you be able to take your life to a whole new level. Most people are spraying and praying and hoping for the best. Hope is not a great is not a great strategy. It's a great thing, just not a great strategy. So I want to bless you that this year you should have an amazing, amazing year. How are you going to have an amazing year this year? Well, it begins by understanding, do you have the right support system? Do you have the right support system? Do you have the right people? Say, yes, I have the right support system in the chat, or say, no, I don't have the right support system in the chat. Let me know right now if you have the support system or you need the support system. I'm here to provide you with the support system. If you don't have one, I'm happy to provide one for you. You might already have a support system. You might already know exactly what you want to do. You might already have everything lined up, all your ducks in a row. But if you don't have one, say, yes, I have the right support system, and I'm happy to help you find one. I have one. Thank you. Okay, so I just commented. I'm looking forward to seeing all your comments, and I'm just testing out the comment system to see if the comment system works. I'm struggling to figure out which messages to craft. Gotcha. Join the LinkedIn Live, and Joe will help you. Are you online now? Okay, so now I'm going to send this guy here to here. And let's see if I can coach him right now live. Okay. All right, so I want to help him out. I want to help him make a difference. And I want to support him. Greg Barber says, love to connect and learn to grow my leads. I'm going to hit accept. I'm going to check out this person's profile here just to see if this person, oh, he's in New Jersey. He's a senior vice president, director of global board and goodwill. I'm going to hit accept. And we're going to connect with him on LinkedIn. So Arlene said yes. Kelly said no. Kelly, I can support you. I can help you take your life and your business to the next level. As a matter of fact, if you want to come on live with me, I can just, let's say I want to join you live and we can have a conversation. I can open up my Zoom for those that want to join live with me and chat with me on this thing. But if you just want to chat in the chat, you're welcome to do that as well. So how do you make money? How do you make money? The first thing you want to do is you need to set a goal. What is your goal? What do you want to achieve? I created something called a business networking one sheet. Let's go into my DMs just to kind of show you what I did today. So today I met this person named Jennifer. Jennifer here is a new LinkedIn connection of mine. Now, what I'm going to do is, hey, Greg Barber, good to see you here. Thank you for joining me on this live. It's always a pleasure to see you. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to open up a new version of the LinkedIn post saver, the LinkedIn profile saver. I'm going to open it up right over here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Save Profile, which is automatically going to pop up her contact information and dump it in here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the DM, which I sent her cell phone number here, asking her if this is her, and she did not reply to me. I'm going to press Edit. I'm going to edit this, and on the bottom of this, next to her email address here, I'm going to press Enter, and I'm going to put her cell phone number here, and I'm going to press Save. And then I'm going to hit Summarize, which will send this information to make.com and create me an entire summary of all of her information here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take her information. I'm also going to put it into my CRM. So if you have a CRM, say I have a CRM. If you need a CRM, say I need a CRM. We have a great CRM called unlimiteddigitalmarketing.com where you can add people to it. So for example, I'm going to add her information here right from here. I'm going to go ahead and add it here. So I added Jennifer and her last name. I'm going to add her email right here, just like this. I'm going to put her email here. And then I'm going to add her phone number just like this. Look how easy this is. I'm going to add her phone number just like this. And now I'm going to press save, and it's going to save her inside my CRM. I'm also going to add her LinkedIn URL just like this. You see? Just dragging and dropping. If I want to put information about this contact, I actually made custom blurbs to put information about this person. So I have an additional info tab that has a bunch of additional information about this person. You see this? I have about their company. I have about their stuff. You see about the contact, about their company. So if I want to take about their company, I can go ahead and just drop this into about their company right over here. About company. Boom. It just added this to about their company. If I want to identify who their ideal client is, I have it right here. Who their ideal client is. I can drop this right in here. Who is their ideal client? If I want to know some fun facts about them, I have all these fun facts about them right over here. I could put it into the CRM under some notable facts. You see fun facts about them. I'm going to put it under notable facts. Where they went to school, I can go ahead and put it into where they went to school, education. You see that? So I'm going to go here. I'm going to copy this, put this under the education section. What skills do they likely have? So I can go ahead and add this to their skills. You see right here, I have a skills thing. So I'm going to go in here and put this into their likely skills that they have. A blurb of how I can introduce them, an introduction blurb. If they have LinkedIn Premium or not. All this stuff is all available for me right here. Introduction blurb. I'm going to go here. I'm going to take this and drop this into the introduction blurb. Now, all this can happen automatically with a click of a button. Greg says, can you send a new link to me so I can open my Mac? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what new link to what, but if you go to my LinkedIn profile, you can see everything right there. If I have questions about them, you see everything is right here available. Everything is right here available about this contact. And this is a very powerful way for you to be able to build relationships with people, get to know them, and be able to do some pretty magical things. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to call Jennifer right now and see if this works. Let me call her right now and see if this works. See if she picks up.
This call will be
Hi,
recorded
Jennifer.
for quality purposes.
It's Joe Apfelbaum. Thank you so much for connecting with me on LinkedIn. Happy New Year. Is this Jennifer?
Yes, this is she.
Hi, Jennifer. So you do voiceovers?
Are you talking about as a professor?
Is this Jennifer Lanham from LinkedIn?
No.
Oh, I must have the wrong number,
No.
Jennifer. Happy New Year. I'm sorry
Okay.
for bothering you.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is the wrong Jennifer. So what I'm going to do is, in order for me to find the right Jennifer, her cell phone number is I'm going to go to this website called Been Verified. This website allows me to look up people based on their email address. So what I want to do is I want to give her a call. I want to give her a buzz. And I'm going to look up this person here and see if I can find her email address. It says overview, personal overview, no personal owners, no contact owners. Okay. So now let's take a look to see if I can look her up by name. So I looked her up by email address and I couldn't find her. So I'm going to go to people and I'm going to put her full name in there. Just like this. I'm going to click here. I'm going to pop her full name here. I missed out the J. So I'm going to go here, search Jennifer Lanham. Okay, so I have one in Houston, Texas. I have in Montana, and then in Wyoming, 31, and then Jennifer Lanham in Alabama. So let's see what LinkedIn says she's based out of. She is based out of Dayton metropolitan area, which I don't know where that is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my saved profiles spreadsheet. So this is where I save all the profiles that I sent to CRM. And I'm going to add her name here. The way that I'm going to do that, I'm going to hit send to CRM, and it's going to send this to this spreadsheet and organize all the pieces of information right here on the spreadsheet for me. If this is amazing, say amazing in the chat. Do you see all this information just came from LinkedIn all the way into the spreadsheet? And from the spreadsheet, I could do whatever I want with it. See, all this information is organized nicely. Now I can see what city she's in. Ohio. Okay, so let's look her up in Ohio. Let's see if we can find a Jennifer in Ohio. So we're going to scroll down. We have Kentucky, we have Texas, we have South Carolina, we have Tennessee, Oklahoma, we have California, we have Florida, we have South Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky. Is a 42-year-old in Brandon, Kentucky. We have Tennessee. Let's see. Let's see if we have Ohio. We could find someone in Ohio. Now, I can actually tell it what age this person is. Let's see what her age is. So I asked AI to find me her age. Approximate age is 56 years old. Okay, so let's go and try to find one that's 56. Let's go down to 56. We're going to go to Ohio and see if we can find someone in Ohio that's 56. Okay, so Jennifer Lanham in Toledo, Ohio. We have one that's 50. Let's see, maybe that's her. I'm just going to look to see if there's a 56-year-old with that name. And I don't see one that's 56. So we're going to go back to the 50-year-old in Ohio named Jennifer Lanham and see if I can find her information here. So view person report. It's going to pull up a report on this person. And let's see what it can find on this person. Okay, so no aliases, born in September 1974. Let's see if we have a birthday. So her birthday is June 12th. So we had to find one that matches her birthday because her birthday is June 12th. So this one's a September baby. So this is the wrong one. This is not it. So we're going to go back and try to find somebody else near Ohio. Or I can find what other places she was at recently. And this way I can find out. So I'm like doing a little bit of detective work. She was originally from California. You see, 8 years she spent in California. Then 16 years she was a business owner, and then she moved to Dayton, Ohio, 5 years ago. And then she went to Sinclair College. I'm going to go ahead and endorse her here. Give her a little endorsement here. So another thing that I can do to find out more about maybe her cell phone number or where she is to be able to look at her posts. So I downloaded all this information. I don't need any of this information anymore. It's in my CRM already. And obviously I have the wrong phone number that I got from Apollo. Apollo gave me her wrong phone number, so this phone number is not correct. I'm going to try this phone number over here and see if this phone number is better. So we're going to go in here. We're going to switch this phone number. We're going to hit save. We're going to refresh the page just to make sure. And then we're going to go ahead and call that new phone number because she did not tell me that that was her phone number or not, but let's try it out and see if this is actually her phone number. It's a different number. I'm also going to Google that phone number just to see what comes up. And I'm also going to verify that number by going in here. Hi, Jennifer. Let's see. It's a wireless number.
This call
Hi,
will
you've
be
reached
recorded
Jennifer
for
Lanham.
quality
Please leave me a
purposes.
message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. Happy New Year. It's Joe Apfelbaum. I just wanted to take a moment to wish you a happy New Year and tell you that I appreciate you connecting with me on LinkedIn. Looking forward to chatting again soon. So now I found her correct phone number and I verified that it was her phone number. So in the spreadsheet where I had the wrong phone number, I'm going to go ahead and update the spreadsheet with the right phone number. So go ahead. I updated the spreadsheet. I'm going to put a little line next to it so that it actually shows me the right phone number. And in my CRM, I already updated the right phone number here. So this is a verified phone number. And I can WhatsApp her. I can message her right from the CRM. Very, very powerful. Okay, so now I'm building a relationship with this person, this new connection. I have her phone number. I left her a voicemail because I love getting to know people. I love connecting and building relationships and really getting to know people and going deep with them so that I can add value to their life. So I'm going to go ahead and save Kelly's profile. So Kelly's right here on the live. Thank you, Kelly, for being on the live and for engaging with me here. Kelly, what is your goal for 2025? What would you like to achieve in 2025? I see you're working at the Talent Logic Group, Kelly, and you redefine talent solutions in a new era. You specialize in connecting businesses with exceptional talent. Amazing. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to check out your recent posts. One of the things that I tell everybody is if you want to make money, you got to let people know what you do for a living. So I see you posted an artificial intelligence photo there. Getting ready, your free guide to your career success blueprint. Click on my profile to book a time with me. Arlene says, from the saved profiles in FEI, where can I find the introduction blurb? That introduction blurb is currently not available on FEI, the public thing, but I could teach you how to do that. I could teach you how to be able to get an introduction blurb. We're going to be relaunching the extension with that feature. But for right now, I can give you a prompt and teach you how to do it either with another tool. But for right now, it's not built into FEAI because the powers that be, I can't mention who, asked us to remove that because it was too much for the public consumption to be able to get that type of information. So we had it available there. We kind of removed it temporarily, but we're going to re-add it in a different way. But if you need access to it, I'm happy to give you access. Robert said, I have to go. I can't stay. Joe, you're the best. Please send me the recording if possible. I really appreciate you. Robert, I appreciate you too. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for joining me for the short time that you did. I will definitely send you the recording. Thank you, Robert. Now, if you go to my profile here, you go to my profile and you take a look, I just posted an incredible introduction. I want all of you to introduce yourself this year on LinkedIn. As a matter of fact, maybe introduce yourself this month on LinkedIn. I wrote the following. You may have seen me around LinkedIn, but I don't think I recently introduced myself properly. So allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Joe Apfelbaum, pronounced Apfelbaum. Click on the icon on my name to hear me. I'm the CEO and founder of Evie AI, a sales assistant that serves 15,000 users in 37 countries around the world, supporting their daily efforts on this wonderful platform and beyond. Do you see that? Quick background. I taught myself how to build websites and start creating them for people that asked me about my passion. I was building about 100 websites every year, and I really enjoyed being a web designer. I created very cheesy Flash animations, but my clients loved them. My clients started to ask me why no one was visiting their website, and I said, if you build it, they will come. I was wrong. I built it, no one came. After doing some research for a client, I learned that SEO was how you got traffic to websites. So I mastered the art of SEO and I fell in love with marketing. I was naturally curious. Speak to me and I'll ask you a dozen questions, and it'll make you think of your business and life in new ways. Once I mastered SEO, I learned that it was much more lucrative to do digital marketing because I was able to have companies generate millions of revenue and add massive value. Ajax Union was born, and we built it to be one of the fastest growing companies on the Inc. 500. We were number 178. After serving 1,100 clients over the past decade, I know what it takes to grow a business. I'm very passionate about coming up with ideas that are out of the box, but use time-tested strategies that work. You see that? Very powerful. So I save profiles on LinkedIn every single day. I'm going to go here to Evie AI. I'm going to log in. I'm going to log in. On the left side, if you can't find the recording, what you can also do is you can join highenergyzoom.com. I'm going to go to highenergyzoom.com right now. And for those of you that want to speak to me, we will make that available so you can kind of join the live.
Recording in progress.
We can join the live as well. So I have it right here. I'm going to stop the recording.
Recording stopped.
Because I don't need to record all that. But if you guys want to join highenergyzoom.com, join me on High Energy Zoom. You could ask me questions live there, and people will be able to hear your voice and whatnot. You don't need to share your video there. But Joel, if you want to ask questions about Evie AI or even share your screen with me, you're welcome to do it on highenergyzoom.com. Okay, so I click on Save Profiles, and you'll see that I just saved Kelly's profile. Now, Kelly frequently comes to my LinkedIn Lives, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add her. I have lots of different lists. Look at all the different lists that I have on Evie AI. You see all these lists? So I have one called LinkedIn Live. So if you go through this, you'll be able to see them. It looks like Arlene's joining my highenergyzoom.com. So I can add her here. I can add active LinkedIn users. You see, she's an active LinkedIn user. I'm going to hit Save Changes, and now you see I added her to this list. So I can go through these lists and check it out like that as well. Arlene, how are you doing today?
I'm doing awesome. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic. I just went for a 3-mile run. It was my first run of the year, and I'm so happy and excited about that.
Yay, excited for this year and having you be my coach.
Yes, I'm excited about being your coach and supporting you with your goals. And thank you for introducing yourself in the engaged thought leader community. I love that. I loved reading your introduction today. So all those members that are Evie AI Pro users that got the holiday bonus, they get to join this community. Everyone else can join for $1,000 a month. But Arlene got access to this community for an entire year. She writes, I'm the co-founder of Antares Professional Solutions, providing HR consulting, executive search, and career coaching services. I live in Los Angeles and consider myself a lifelong learner and AI enthusiast. I love adventure, travel, face my biggest fears through skydiving, scuba diving, and tackling colon cancer. Wow, that's a beautiful introduction. Thank you for making that intro.
Thank you.
So I'm going to check out Arlene's profile. If I go to Arlene's profile over here, you see this is Arlene here. I see she's in two communities. She's in the Engaged Thought Leader community, and she's also in the AI for LinkedIn community. In the AI for LinkedIn community, it's where all of the Evie AI users come together that want to be engaged. We have 684 members that are there in that community. And if you go there, you'll see things that I post on a regular basis, and you guys can engage with the other members and build relationships in here. This is something where people kind of show up every day and they build those relationships. I'm going to go into my chat here, and I'm going to go to Greg's. I'm going to look for Greg here. Let's see where Greg is. Okay, Greg is not there, but I saw Greg comment over here somewhere, so I'm going to send him my information. I'm going to go here. I'm going to just Greg Barber. Greg Barber, and I'm going to say we are live. We are live now on www.highenergyzoom.com if you want to join. If you want to join. Okay, I just said that, and now Greg Barber will get that email, that message via email as well. Robert says, I'm with family for New Year's. Dad's coming home. I'll watch the replay. Okay, great. All right, Sylvain said, Joe Kuhahukahamaka, thank you very much. That's in Thai. I didn't know he spoke Thai. Interesting. How do I see your profile? The way that you see my profile on LinkedIn is you just go to linkedin.com/in/Joe Apfelbaum. That's how you see my profile on LinkedIn. So, or you just click on my name. So if you go to anybody's profile on LinkedIn and you click on their name, then you can actually see what they're up to right away. So I'm going to go here into the comments. The way that you see somebody's profile is very, very simply. I'm going to go to the most recent comment by clicking on the drop down here and clicking on most recent. How do I see your profile? I'll just click send in my profile just like that. You see that? Sorry, Joe, lost connection. I'm going to say you can also join us live to talk on the live at www.highenergyzoom.com. Okay. And I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste that, and I'm going to paste it here too so people see it in the regular comments. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Michael's account, and then I'm going to also leave a comment on my profile. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to find Joe Apfelbaum just to kind of see if it works. So Michael's a client, and we're managing his account for him. And so I log in and I do activity on his account on a regular basis. So this way, I'm going to go ahead and give this a round of applause. I'm going to click on it. And when I click on it, I'll show you what it comes up as. Comment on my profile. Okay, so I just X'd it out over there. I'm going to say, you can also join live. I am also. Great. I am joining at www.highenergyzoom.com. Okay. And so now you can see that Michael just left a comment here, highenergyzoom.com. So if anybody else wants to join us here at the chat, you're welcome to. All right, so I'm going to close this out here. You can see there's 7 people watching this live on this, but then there's also people watching on YouTube and on Facebook and on other platforms as well. So Arlene, what would you say is your biggest challenge right now from you getting where you are right now to where you want to be?
I think it's making the time. I mean, when I started with you last year, I did get growth in my client and my revenue, and now it's working on getting a VA assistant and hiring a couple of team members to support me on the back end so that I can focus on my personal development with AI and generate more income. And so just getting, it's the minutia of driving a business and trying to release those and delegate those to others so that I can be more focused on the business on the front end.
On sales. On generating
Yep.
revenue, right? That's the idea. And do you currently have an assistant helping you on a daily basis? Someone that logs in and supports you that you work together with, or are you kind of just doing it yourself right now?
Myself part-time, and then I have an intern that comes in
So let
to
me teach
support
you
me.
how to find an assistant. You want me to teach you how to find an assistant real quick?
Yeah, awesome.
Okay, so check this out. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to want to write a job description. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to first pull your LinkedIn profile and I'm going to save your profile just so that I have all your information organized here. Then I'm going to copy all the information from your profile and then I'm going to go into Claude. Claude is an artificial intelligence technology that allows me to be able to ask it to do things. So I'm going to tell Claude the following. Please create. Okay, so it's not listening to my voice. So I'm going to say, please create a job description for a virtual admin assistant that can help Arlene with her business. Be specific about who she is, what she does, and what she likely needs help with. Okay? Is there anything else that you want to add to the job ad?
Um, Experience, early to mid-career experience in recruiting and human resources.
Okay. All right, let's just see what happens. I'm going to hit go. And let's see what the job description that it creates for us. Based on Arlene's LinkedIn profiles, I'll create a targeted description for a virtual admin. So look at this. Virtual HR administrative assistant. The company is led by Arlene, a strategic talent acquisition, 20 years experience pioneering iconic entertainment, technology, and media companies. Our firm provides executive search, recruitment, blah, blah, blah. We are seeking an experienced virtual HR to support our growing executive search firm. The deal candidate will have a strong virtual background, blah, blah, blah. Key responsibilities. Manage candidate database, schedule and coordinate interviews, handle sensitive candidate information, format and proofread job descriptions, assist with recruiting marketing initiatives, coordinate with talent and maintain ongoing law communications, support research projects for market analysis, manage calendar and email communications, help prepare client proposals, assist with invoice processing and expense tracking, required qualifications, proficiency, strong desired skills, what we offer, hours, and all that. So I would just take that, Arlene, and post that on a website called Upwork.com. Have you heard of Upwork.com?
Yes, I have. Oh
Yes.
my God, that's amazing.
Yes, I would literally just take all that, modify it, make it better because it'll take you just a few minutes to modify it, and then post that on Upwork and start interviewing candidates yourself, and then come up with a budget, and then just work with a person on Zoom every day. And if you don't like the person, well, guess what? Find another person, and if you don't like that person, and find another person. There's plenty of fish in the sea. So, I would highly recommend you take the time um, to find someone to help you out because if you're just by yourself, it's going to be very, very hard for you to do everything that you need to do yourself. Now, if you go into our course, we have a course on Evergreen that you have access to. So when you log into the course, use your username and password. I'm going to show you something cool. You're going to go in here. You see where it says Evergreen Networking Course?
Yeah.
When you click on View Module next to the course, you're going to be able to go into the plan section to come up with your business plan, your marketing plan, and your LinkedIn plan. Now, we have easy to fill out frameworks that you could watch, but this 10-minute video will walk you through how to fill out the first framework, which includes your plan, your business plan, your marketing plan, and your LinkedIn plan. If anybody else watching this wants the course, say, Joe, I want the course. Let me know in the chat. Arlene, you have access to this. Did you watch this yet or not yet?
Not yet,
Okay.
but I will.
So watch
Thank
this,
you.
and then I also created a framework that you can fill out easily. So you'll be able to have all your plan written out. So this is my plan, the vision, the why, the revenue, the lifestyle goals, the 1-year plan, the LinkedIn plan, everything organized here. So once you watch that video, then what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and use this program. Yeah, I just sent you the link in Zoom, so you can click on it and fill out the information. And we'll talk more about this on January 8th when you come. Michael Copeland said, I want the course. Rick says, what a great plan. Is it included in EVAI Pro? Yes, it's included in EVAI Pro for the people that purchased Pro last year. In 2024, they got all that as a bonus. Otherwise, there's a if you're interested in it, just write I'm interested in it, and I'll talk to you about it. But we definitely offered it to the people that are in EVAI Pro so far. But that's the
Did you
idea.
say you're going to send a link?
I put it in the Zoom chat for you, but if you want, I can put it in LinkedIn as well. I'll put it in
Oh, that
LinkedIn.
would be awesome
Yeah.
too. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll put it in LinkedIn for you. I went ahead and put it in the LinkedIn. So this guy, Rick Weinberg, says, okay, he sent me some random message telling me he wants me to pay $2,000 to get featured on his website. And then I told him, your website doesn't have traffic. And he says he does have traffic. So I told him, I don't believe you. And we're having a whole conversation. Anita said, hey, thanks, Joe. I had a wonderful holiday with loved ones. Hope you did too. Because I sent her a message on December 24th. I just want to take a moment to wish you and your family a happy holiday season. Are you doing anything special? I'm going to say thank you. So now check this out, guys. One of the things that I always tell my clients to do is to reach out to people that look at their profile. So you can see who looked at your profile here where it says profile viewers. So this is one of the activities that I do every day is I look at who looked at my profile. So I see there's a guy named George that looked at my profile. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at George's profile right over here. I see that George is an award-winning data governance leader. I click on contact info and I see that we connected May of 2020. So we've been connected for several years now on LinkedIn, but I don't remember having a conversation with him. So I'm going to click on message over here. And then I see that we actually haven't spoken in a while. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Evie AI to continue the conversation. And in this case, I'm going to give him a holiday greeting. And I'm going to hit generate. And I'm going to see what Evie AI comes up with as a holiday greeting. Hope you're having a great holiday season. I just wanted to drop in and say thanks for sharing my stuff with your friends. Let's keep the vibes going. Okay, so this is a conversational friendly comment. I'm going to press insert. And I'm going to press send. You see that? I just sent in send. And now I'm going to say something else. I'm going to go into Evie AI and I'm going to say the following. Also, I noticed that you checked out my profile. So if there was something specific that you needed, I'm always here to add value. Let me know what I can do to make your life better. Okay? So I'm going to go here and I just added another one right there. And Robert is saying, I'm on it right now. Okay. Thank you, Robert. You're on the course right now. Kelly said, I'd like to join the course as well. Okay, Kelly, I'll reach out to you to talk to you about the course. The course is pre-recorded. There's 9 modules with checklists, cheat sheets, scripts, the works. Now, I want to show you guys something cool. I'm going to open up Canva. Are you guys familiar with Canva? Say, yes, I have Canva, or no, I need to learn Canva. Let me know in the chat. I'm going to go to Canva right now. I'm going to go into Canva. And I'm going to open up this. I'm going to open this up right over here. You see this? This is our Sales Nav Bootcamp. This is our Sales Nav Bootcamp thing. So we have a Sales Nav Bootcamp little thing over here. So if I want to take this Sales Nav Bootcamp thing and change the colors of the entire Sales Nav Bootcamp, what I can simply do is I can click on brand, and then I can click on the color palette and check this out. Boom. The color was just changed. Amazing. Everything was just completely changed. I'm going to hit Control Z, take it back there. I actually don't want to be able to change that right now. What I actually want to do is I want to find the 3 steps for Evie AI. So I have the 3 steps for success for Evie AI. This is the 3 steps of how you can be successful with Evie AI. But then we have the 3 steps how you can be successful with Evergreen, with our Evergreen course. So what I always tell people is create your own signature solution framework. You want to walk your clients through your signature solution framework. So what's your signature solution look like? People only remember 3 things. When they think about your business, they only remember 3 things. So if people only remember 3 things, what are the 3 steps you have to walk people through for them to understand how to do business with you? So Arlene, with you, what are the 3 steps to success in working with you? When somebody starts working with you, a client starts working with you, what would you say are the first 3 steps?
First three steps is my client understand that I have a strong business acumen and I understand what their pain points are, and I'm able to help them with their talent solutions and HR processes.
Amazing. I love that. So the 3 steps for me is branding, building, and booming. Branding, building, and booming. Branding is what is your plan? Who are the people? And what are you going to say to them? What's your promise? The plan, the people, the promise. Branding, building, and booming. You see how catchy that is? So I can help you guys create your own signature solution. And I'll be talking a little bit more about that on January 8th at 10 a.m. So for those of you that joined Pro last year, you're going to be able to access 2 hours of live training next week on January 8th. So make sure it's in your calendar at 10 a.m. Eastern. You're going to come with me, and I'm going to talk to you a lot about LinkedIn, lots of different strategies, and I'm going to show you this particular signature solution, which has branding, building, and booming. And if you want to join our 2-hour strategy session, just write 2-hour in the chat so that I know that you guys are interested in the 2-hour strategy session we're doing. We're going to go deep. So every person, no matter if you have a service business or a product business, you need to have these 3 steps in your business. Because if you don't have these 3 steps in your business, how are people going to know what path you're taking them on? And each step has a lead magnet associated to it. For example, we have a lead magnet associated towards your presence. We have a 20-point checklist for LinkedIn. So if you want to be successful on LinkedIn, optimizing your profile, we have a 20-point checklist. So I can do a whole presentation in the center of this for presence. And then what I can do is I can say, by the way, this is just a small part of our solution. We have 9 steps in our solution within the 3 sections. You see that? So you're giving people a clear visual of how they can be working with you. That's extremely, extremely important. So on January 8th, we'll talk a little bit more about that and how you can use artificial intelligence to help you develop your own signature solution. Really powerful. So the signature solution the first step that I walked you through today, Eileen, is your plan. And making sure that you have your plan set up correctly, because your business plan, your marketing plan, your LinkedIn plan for 2025 is essential for you to watch that 10-minute video, that first 10-minute video in the course, and then get that organized and written. Because if you don't write your plan down, then you're not going to be able to execute on that plan. Once you write your plan down, then you need to find out who your people are. Then you're going to need to find out your messaging. Then you need to come up with your stories, your presence, your automation, your exposure, credibility, and book meetings. One question I always ask people is, how many meetings do you have booked for the coming month? I have so many incredible meetings booked. I'm going to look up this guy, George. Let me see if I have his phone number anywhere here. Let's see if we can get him on the phone. But I just sent him a message. Let's see if he responded to the message. He didn't yet respond to the message. I'm also going to save him. I'm going to save him into EviAI using the EviAI Save Profile button. I'm going to hit Save Profile. I just hit Save Profile, and now I'm saving him into EviAI. You see that? And now what I can do is I can click on the drop down. I can click on Add to a List, and I can add him to a particular list. Now, if I scroll down and I notice he has 48 likes and 13 comments, I'm just going to say Active LinkedIn Users. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to create a new list. I have an idea for a list. I'm going to click on Manage Lists. I have an idea for a list. I want to know who are my connections that have between 30,000 that have over 30,000 followers, okay? So I'm going to create a new list, and I'm going to call it over 30K followers, first degree. You know what that means? That means that they're my connection on LinkedIn, and they're over 30K followers. Okay, so who are my connections that are over 30K followers? Now what I can do is I can add him to that particular list. Now, in order for that to come up here, I should have a refresh button, but I don't. So I'm going to refresh the whole page. And then when I click on the little Save Profile button, I'm going to be able to put him directly into that list. You see that? I click on the drop down, I click on Add to List, and now I can add him to the over 30K followers list. Now, I want to know who all my connections are that are over 30K followers, because I want to try to figure out a way that I can get onto their LinkedIn Live. I want to figure out a way that I can get mentioned by them on a post at some point in the future, because they all have a lot of followers. And so I'm going to find out all the people on my that are currently my connections that have 30,000 followers plus, and I'm going to build a relationship with them. Now, I can use technology to do this for me. I can use make.com to go check every single person's profile. So the way that I do that is I go into EviAI, and then what I do is I click on the Learning Hub, then I click on Quick Links, and then I click on Download LinkedIn Connections. You see that? I click Download LinkedIn Connections. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Connections, and I'm going to do Request Archive. Now, I do recommend everyone download their connections. If you want a dashboard, write dashboard in the chat if you need a dashboard of all of your connections, because having a dashboard of your connections can change the game for you, because you can then take the list of all the people you connected in 2024 with and start going deeper with them. The people that you connected with in 2024 are the most engaged LinkedIn users because they just connected with you. The people that you connected with in 2004, that's a long time ago. Or 2014, that's a long time ago. Those people might not even be alive anymore. You know that there's two guaranteed things in life. Does anyone know the two guaranteed? Eileen, do you know the two things that are guaranteed in life?
Nope.
Death and taxes.
Oh, yep. I've heard that a lot.
Right? That's very, very popular concept. So death and taxes are the only two guaranteed things in life. Everything else is up to the whim. So if those are the guaranteed things in life, why don't we make sure that we download our LinkedIn connections, and make sure that you do that through the EviAI Learning Hub. And I'm happy to make anyone that's a LinkedIn, an EviAI Pro user, I'm happy to make you a dashboard on LinkedIn. So you'll be able to use a proper dashboard. And then if you sign up to unlimiteddigitalmarketing.com, unlimiteddigitalmarketing.com, we'll be able to import all your stuff into here. So you get a whole CRM with pipeline management to track leads, and I'll be talking to you guys about this. This is $249 a month to access this. Anyone that got the holiday deal got this included for a year, just FYI. But this is a really great CRM that for all the people that are watching this now that are not EviAI Pro users, I recommend investing $250 a month to get access to this, because this will change the game, and then we'll import all your connections into this. Really, really powerful tool. Okay, and this is what I'm using right here, what I use to call Jennifer and leave her a voice message and so on. And you know, like this is a great tool. I really love using it every day. So this guy George, I left him a comment over here. He checked out my profile. I'm gonna go back here and check out who's commenting over here. It looks like we have 50 comments and 12 likes on the profile. Amazing. Look at this guy, Akan Swabi. He wrote interesting. I see over here he's from Kalampa Central Region, Uganda. He has no headline. Right away, I don't trust this guy. Why don't I trust him? Even though he gave me a nice comment, which, by the way, that's amazing. I don't know if this person's a real person. I don't not trust him for any other reason. Another thing is he's not looking at me in the photo. Do you see the way he's looking away? You see he's looking away? If someone's looking away and I'm talking to them, I don't like it. I want someone to look at me. So in the chat, say, look at me, if you guys are paying attention to this, right? Look at me. Look at the person that's looking at your profile and make an intimate connection with them by looking at them. I just created my business networking one sheet. I updated it for 2025, and I'm going to be posting it on LinkedIn probably later this week because I already posted my story. But this is my updated one sheet. If you need a one sheet, just write, I need a one sheet. If you have a one sheet, say, I have a one sheet. Let me know about your one sheet. So I'm going to read you my one sheet just to kind of give you this. And by the way, I can have Canva mail me my one sheet just like this. You see, they can mail it to me. So for $20, I can get 19 letterheads. For $30, I can get 25 letterheads. And for $100, I can get 150. They can print out 250 for $120. They can print out 500 for $155. But if I want 90% off, if I want to pay 20 cents each, I just pay $190, and they send me 1,000 of these, which is crazy. If I want this on the front and on the back, let's see how much more. They don't charge me any more for the front and the back. Look at that. That's crazy. That's pretty cool. Standard paper, premium paper. For premium paper, it's a little bit more. Let's see. It's $250 for premium paper. So if I want the same thing in the front and the back, what I probably will do is I'll make a separate back that has some type of framework, and then I'll print the front and the back, and I'll print 1,000 of them, and I'll give them out. Probably what I'll put in the back of this one sheet is probably my 3 steps to success. You know, my 3-step framework and my ladder of success. So I'll break that down for people, and then I'll give them some custom prompts and some other stuff, and I'll put it behind here, and then I'll print it out, and then I'll make it in premium paper. And for $100, every time I go into an event, I'll take a bunch of them and put them on all the tables. Pretty cool idea. Now that the Canva has the ability to print things, I've been printing things with Canva, like with a click of a button. It's actually pretty incredible how quickly you can get things. But let me review this one sheet over here for you. Learn about business networking with Joe. Joe Apfelbaum is the founder of Evie AI, a sales assistant for professionals who want to network. Evie AI is for marketing and sales professionals, consultants, coaches, entrepreneurs who want to leverage LinkedIn without spending hours on the platform. And by the way, for all the people that are in the Evergreen networking system, you get a template that you could use to create this one sheet. Okay, so inside the Evergreen networking system, we actually give you the template to create this in Canva yourself. So I'm going to want everyone to create this month for all the people, and I'll talk about this more on January 8th as well. I'm going to want everyone to create this, and if you need help creating this with artificial intelligence, we can have AI write it all up for you. You want me to make a prompt that writes it all up? Cool. Let's do that now. Let's do that for Eileen. We're going to go in here, and I'm going to give it my current one sheet. I'm going to go in here and grab my one sheet. So my one sheet is under Documents, Apple's Creations, Documents, Business, and then Evie AI, one sheet. And I'm going to say review this networking one sheet and copy it, and instead put Arlene's info in it. Okay, let's see what it does. I'll just copy it. I'll create a business network one sheet for Arlene based on the Joe Apfelbaum one. Holy moly. Dun, 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 dun. That's the prompt. The prompt is review the business networking one sheet and copy it. Wow, we just made your one sheet.
That's amazing. In seconds.
In seconds, we made your whole one sheet. This is so nice. I'm going to send this to you. Right now, I'll send it to you. Let me go to my messages, and I'll send you your done one. Now you just have to go put it in the template that we give you in Canva, and you have it all designed. Boom.
Yay.
Oh, my God. That was so easy. That was so easy.
That's so fun, too.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Quick and easy.
Quick. That's the quick and easy way to do it. Ugh. Prompt. So I'm going to say create a prompt. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to say create a prompt that anyone can use to create this exact one sheet if they don't have the image example I shared. All right, let's create the prompt. I'll create a detailed prompt that will help someone create a one sheet without seeing the original example. Create a business networking one sheet. Please create a one sheet. Design elements. Okay, header section. Okay, links to learn more. Oh my God, this is great. All right, so this is footer, include a QR code. Okay. This is really, really good. I'm going to press copy, and I'm going to put this in the community. Should I put this in the community? I'll put this in the pro community, school.com. I'll put this in the Engaged Thought Leaders community right over here. Create your own networking one sheet. You can use this prompt. Okay, and then I'm going to put in my one sheet, and then I'm going to go here, and I'm going to put it into networking one sheet. Look at that. I even have a category called networking one sheet. Use this prompt, and then And then use the Canva template in the Evergreen networking system. Okay, the Evergreen networking system. All right, I'm going to go ahead and post. And now all of you have access to this information. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to notify all of you. So check this out. I'm going to go in here where it says how ETL works. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to click on the three dots here. I'm going to hit edit. Then I'm going to copy all this. And then I'm going to go here and then I'm going to paste it in the chat. And I'm going to hit comment. Damn, that worked. Now, Arlene, can you tell me if you got a notification that I mentioned you on that? And also, I think I mentioned Rick here as well. Rick, let me know if you got mentioned. Let me see if Rick is here. Rick should be here. Rick, did you not join the Engaged Thought Leader community? I don't know if you're here or not, but I'll mention you separately. Oh, it doesn't look like you're in here. Rick, if you're a pro, you should have access to this right now. So let me know.
I don't see it either, Joe.
Oh, you didn't. You don't see a notification about this. Like if you go to your
Under
notification,
notifications, yeah.
does it say Joe mentioned you? I did at one time. Rick, if you got
Oh, you did in one time, but at a different time.
Okay.
From this call, but not here.
Well, what I'm saying is if you go in here, does it say Joe mentioned you on this post or it doesn't? Yeah, so if you're Rick, if you're a pro, you should be able to have access to it. I think we added your email to it if you
Oh, here, let me see. I got it.
I'm just curious to know if I copy and paste the mentions, if you actually get mentioned. You know what I mean? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I did mention you here. I definitely mentioned you, Arlene. But yeah, Rick, we'll make sure that you have access to it. If you don't have access, you should have gotten an email telling you to rejoin it. Okay. And it's included with your pro bonus as a bonus. So you don't have to pay extra for it. Okay, excellent.
I have a quick question.
Go ahead.
So when I went from premium to pro, does that change anything? Is it automatic or do I need to reload Evie AI again?
No, Evie AI. It's the same Evie AI. You have access to Evie
okay.
AI. Evie AI didn't change for you. You still have access to Evie AI. I'm going to say my pleasure. You just have more features now.
Okay.
You have more features, more access, and you get to come to the sessions that we have, and we're building out a lot of different coming soon features that only pro members will have access.
Terrific.
Yeah. My goal is to help 1,000 people go deep on LinkedIn with Evie AI Pro this year, and I actually wrote it in my business networking one sheet. So if you check out the one sheet that I have in Canva, which is right over here, I actually put my goal right front and center. Joe Apfelbaum is focused on helping 1,000 engaged LinkedIn users to leverage AI on a daily basis with a sales assistant Evie AI Pro. You see that? And I'm calling it a sales assistant. I got an email reminder. I just didn't get access to school yet. Community, looking at the email. So let me go into school and make sure that you have access to it. I'm going to go to school, and I'm going to go into members. It looks like you're in there. It shows me that you're a member. Rick, it shows me now that you remember. It looks like you just joined. Joined January 1, it says. So Rick, let me know if you're good. And I'll mention you now in the school community now that you're in. I think you had to click on it to get in. Now that you're in, I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to tag you. I'm going to say Rick. Right there. Yeah, now you come up. I'm going to hit comment, and I just mentioned you here. Let me know if you got a notification that I mentioned you. Oh, you said I just joined. Okay, welcome. Yeah, now we're 43. Before we were 42. Now we're 43 members. Congratulations. That's really nice. Not all the pro members. We signed up a lot of pro members, but not all of them actually went ahead and did the step which you did, which is join. So yes, we have a special community that we charge $1,000 a month to. That is just for people that got the bonus for pro. So it's called the Engaged Thought Leaders Community. Last year we had, I think we had like 16. My goal was, so at the end of last year I had this vision while I was running in Paris. So I went to Paris and I had a vision to build a community. The world was saying build a community, build a community, build a community of engaged LinkedIn users. And so I decided I'm going to build a community, but it wasn't until, let's say, May that I actually had the foresight to use school. I was like trying to figure out what technology I should use and blah blah blah. And around May, finally, one person decided to pay for the community. I launched a school. Somebody decided to pay for it, and then all of a sudden, right away, 16 people joined it. It was amazing, and we had such a great time with it. But at some point, it kind of fell apart a little bit. I was so focused on EVAI, and that community kind of wasn't giving the people what they wanted, and I ended up sensing a little negativity and a little whatever, and then it kind of just fell apart. But now I want to re-energize the group and just have all the EVAI Pro users kind of go in there then and really just build relationships with each other and give value to each other. And so I want 1,000 people in that community that are using EVAI Pro that are all in there and building relationships with each other. So that's my goal, is to bring together 1,000 engaged LinkedIn users. And if you have a really solid community of people that come together to support each other, that's just an endless supply of business that you can have. Imagine if you had 1,000 people in your life, or even if you only had 100. Let's talk about 100, because 1,000 might be unfathomable for you. Arlene, do you feel like you have right now 100 people on LinkedIn that know you, like you, and trust you? Do you know who those people are? Do you feel like you have 100 people that are active on LinkedIn, that are commenting, that are engaging, that are posting, that are supporting you, that know who you are and you know who they are? 100.
Yeah, definitely.
And do you have them organized somewhere in some type of a list so you know exactly who they are if you needed to pull them up?
Yeah, they're on my saved profiles and categorized under each different business.
You save them into EVAI under save
Yeah,
profiles. Amazing. So if you know who they are, they might benefit from signing up to EVAI Pro as well with you, along with you.
yeah,
If they're not already in Pro, you can tell them what you're doing and how you're getting benefits from it. We do offer a commission to affiliates. So if you bring in your 100 people in to EVAI Pro, you will make 20% commission on all those people. So it's kind of like a no-brainer for people that are already getting value to give value to the people in their network. So my goal is not necessarily to have you bring in 100 people, but if out of your 100 you brought in 10, you would benefit tremendously because you would have your group of 10. That's the idea. The idea is I'm going to be responsible for bringing in my 100 because I can't manage 1,000 people. But if each one of my 100 brought in 10, that's how we're going to get to 1,000. And they manage their 10. Of course, I will support them and everything, but then you have your little group within your group, and then you can meet the other 1,000 people too. I'll benefit, but I can handle 100 people. I can build. I know how to have a relationship with 100 people solid and go deep with them and get to know them. But more than that, it becomes very, very difficult for me to manage all those relationships, plus all the relationships that I'm managing anyway in my life. So I can technically manage 1,000, but not necessarily 1,000 engaged LinkedIn users. Like that's going to be really hard for me to manage and go deep with 1,000 people. It's like, imagine I had 1,000 comments on a post and I had to reply to every post. I would spend hours and hours and hours just replying to posts. But I can reply to 100 people. I can send 100 messages in 15 minutes. I do it on LinkedIn all the time. But so Rick, my suggestion to you is find out who the 100 are that you know, you like, and you trust, and are also engaged on LinkedIn. And that's going to be my suggestion to all my 100 EVAI Pro users that are my initial 100 Pro users. I'm going to go deep with them, and I'm going to ask them each to find 10 people that they could bring in to their world, and together learn this technology together and use this technology as a group. and meet with them on a regular basis. So Arlene, could you imagine you had a little group that met on a weekly basis of people that know you, like you, and trust you, that are your relationships. They're not even my relationships, that also happen to have FEAI and also happen to be in pro and also happen to be in our classes and all that, but they're your relationships. You know, they're in your world. Some of them are your clients, some of them are your friends, some of them are your childhood friends. But, you know, when I walk into a room, I want to bring my people with me. I'm part of an organization called JVMM. Have you guys ever heard of JVMM? It's the Joint Venture Mastermind Group. Relationships first, creativity we expand, blah, blah, blah. They have a membership directory here. You see this membership directory? I went through this membership directory and I found the 10 people in here that I recommended to the group that are my relationships. And there's only 100 people in the group. And 10 of them are my relationships. I brought them in. So they're the ones referring me. So when something happens in the community and someone needs to mention something, all of a sudden, all those 10 people speak up about me. So 10% of the entire group I brought in. But there's other people that also brought in 10% of the group. You get what I'm saying? And I'm only going to be able to build relationships with about 25% of these people. These are amazing, amazing folks. But this year, I made my list of 25 already. I know my list of 25 in this group that I'm going to go deep with.
Quick question, Joe.
Yeah.
So your connections, like I was thinking, I'm part of three leadership groups now. One for leadership, one for we have a book club that we meet weekly, and then I'm part of CAPE, which is Coalition of Asian Pacifics in Entertainment, which is part of my client group. So would you think that maybe introducing them through some of my networking meetings with them on?
Yeah. Invite them. Start by inviting them to a posting party or to a webinar that you're attending. See if they like it. Follow up with them. Like get them involved in the world, and then see what their interest is. See if they're active on LinkedIn. Most of the people in those places are not going to be super active like you are on LinkedIn. But find the ones that are. The key is finding the ones that are, and that's really, really the game. All right, guys.
And the more connections they have, the more probably active they are on LinkedIn.
Yeah. How do you identify if someone's active on LinkedIn? And I have my developer that's listening in right now. I'm going to have to hop off to speak to him. So we're going to wrap up in like 2 minutes. So Hamza, thanks for being here. But the way that you find out if someone's active on LinkedIn, there's a few indicators, a few key indicators to know if somebody's actually active on LinkedIn. Number one is if you go to somebody's profile and you take a look to see if they're actually paying for LinkedIn, if they have the gold icon, that would be the first indicator. People that pay attention. And Tammy, what I was telling everybody is that we're wrapping up this LinkedIn Live, and then I'm going to talk to Hamza. And of course, I noticed you, Greg. I know that you're interested in pro and that you're in. And of course, I noticed everybody else, Michael Copeland, I noticed that you're interested in pro. And if anybody else is watching this, if you're lurking and you're interested in pro, just write pro in the chat. I know, Kelly, you're interested in pro. So I'll talk to all you guys about the dashboard and everything else that you see. I'm going to go back to all the comments and look through everything. But if you're interested in pro, just write pro in the chat. And I'll be more than happy to tell you more about pro. But if you take a look, you'll see a lot of people put their phone number in, their email address. That means they're really serious. They have a lot of connections. They have a lot of activity. They're posting. You can go through someone's comments and see if they actually left comments. You see he got comments 56 minutes ago, 1 hour ago. You can actually see a lot about a person when you go to LinkedIn. And if you click on show all comments, then you click on the more button here. You see there's a more button? Then you click on the more button, you'll be able to see reactions. And you'll be able to see everything they even liked on LinkedIn. That's really, really cool. So there's like secret ways to be able to stalk people and see if they're great or not great. And so, yeah, if you guys are interested in pro, let me know. We're going to accept a couple more people into pro. Looks like Robert Parisi wants pro. So I appreciate you guys, and I'll be following up with all of you on LinkedIn. And I'll see you guys. Happy New Year. Happy 2025. Thank you for being with me here. And I appreciate you all very, very much. I will talk to you guys very soon. All the best.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you, Arlene. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.